This is Dennis Barnes, broadcasting from England all the way over to America and all the way over to the four corners of the world, no doubt. Anybody who has a laptop, who can tune into Blog Talk Radio through the web pages or can ring in on the telephone. Anybody can listen to the show, even the people that are out of the body, the people that you may call dead. Aha, well, let me tell you folks, they are not dead. They're just taking a holiday in their rightful home. I was listening to a show today, and people were ringing in and getting advice. And it was like, where's this old energy coming from? Where's the need to help people to go within and to find their truth and their proof? What is the world coming to now? You may ask yourself this question now and again with what's going on in your neck of the woods, your country. I ask myself here every day with the things going off in the news and people hacking into phones. And we ask yourself to not be involved in that energy. Because it's not your energy. It's only the energy of the people that are involved in it. We have spoken to you before, beloveds, of the vibration that is approaching your earth at this time in waves, like the waves on the beach. There will be waves that come onto the earth which will be strong and powerful. And as this wave is pushing forward onto your planet, you will be in the midst of the energy. It will be quite, as we say, disorganized within the thought patterns and within the mind of many people. For their actions will follow what they think in their mind. And then there will be a subsidence as the wave on the beach goes back in the sea. You feel our drift now. The wave comes back onto Mother Earth. Then there'll be another wave of energy which some people cannot and will not have the ability to understand. But the ones we speak to now, with the ones with ears that are open and the mind ready to accept and the soul gasping for these words that are like water to a plant in the desert. So nourishing. It is good to talk of an energy that no doubt you are feeling in your life at this present time, all of you. Recognize the push and recognize the release. It is like the tide, the new moon that affects the tide. It is the feminine energy coming stronger upon your Mother Earth. There has to be an increase of energy. So as the increase of energy, it's like taking a push. And this push is very powerful. It is pushing the old energy through faster. So in a time, you can sit back and say, wow, we went through it. We've gone through that. And the hardest bit, beloveds, is cleaning the sides of the barrel. Cleaning the bottom. In the bottom of the barrel, in the corners. And this is what mankind is doing now. You have never, ever been in this situation again before. It is true, and we mentioned it before, you are the ones you're waiting for. But that is an old catchphrase, but we're just bringing in to say, well done. But we ask you now not to be involved in other people's energy that do not resonate to your vibration. In other words, if it doesn't affect you, then let it go. If you hear of somebody dying, passing away, send them the love, because it's right for them to go at that time. People look at other people and say, why do you not feel compassion? Why do you have a smile on your face? And he says, because I know the real, what is happening, they are returning home. So we ask you, no doubt you already know now what we're going to ask you. Remember that everybody has an exit and an entry point upon this world. You've all been here before, all of you, those that can hear these words now. You've lived many lives. You've been different things. You've been the butcher. the sailor, the candlestick maker. You've been all these, beloveds. You've been male and female. You know what it's like. And now the time is here to integrate the energy of the feminine and the masculine more greater within Mother Earth. So we ask you to step back from those people that do not understand your energy at this time, who do not resonate to your words, your feelings, your actions. It doesn't really matter. Do not be upset if they walk away, if they throw you out of the home, if they do a Jonathan Livingston Seagull on you. They do not understand you. For you are the teacher. You will go away like Jonathan did and learn to fly. He knew what the flying was all about. It wasn't going after the trawler fishermen for food and scraps. He took to the skies. He knew that this is what he was born for. He learned to understand how he could fly, how he could push his feathers out, his wings, and do acrobats and fly faster and higher than any other seagull at this time. And this is you, beloveds. You all have got this capability. He wasn't bothered what the elders thought of him. But yes, he did come back when he learned, when he had mastered all the skills that he needed to have at this time. And at that time, the guide, the big silver gull, came and flew by his side and helped him and shown him and taught him the ways that he would wonder at. And in time, he would pass this knowledge on to other people, the young flocks. And they came to him at the night and they sought his advice. And in time and time, everybody approved and arrived. And this is what's happening now, beloveds. There are many spiritual teachers upon your planet who are feeling disharmony with the world, feeling what are they, what are we, what are you doing at this present time. As you walk away from the crowds will become less and less, beloveds. We have noticed, you have noticed this, particularly on different radio shows. The audience is not there. It doesn't matter. For the ones who are here are the right ones to talk to. They will be the new fledglings, the new sparrows that can fly, the new baby seagulls. So you're teaching, you're showing, you're giving guidance all the time, beloveds. This is what you were bought for here upon this world. Your DNA, your contract with your higher self. All the episodes that you've been through in this life have brought you to where you are now. So, what happens when people come to you like they did to Jonathan? They criticized, they ostracized, they did everything they could to stop him from teaching. Did he? No. Do you do this now? Hopefully not. You find your group, your people to speak to in the words that they can understand at their level of understanding at that time. And then when they go higher in their education, their spiritual education, beloveds, you will use different words and different vibrations that you yourself have been given by your higher self and the teachers that teach your higher self. So you are all on a conveyor belt, beloveds, all of you. Not any one of you is not off this conveyor belt. And every one of you upon this earth at this present time is a spiritual person. Not anyone is not spiritual. But some have not noticed it, not woken up, not listening to their soul, their true intuition and their gut feeling, that wonderful harmonic feeling of their heart pulsing, giving them information to the soul. For the heart has the information as well as the mind. So part of the ascension is to merge these things together, the mind, the higher mind, the soul, and the heart coming together in the four corners of this arena. And in this arena, it is like a melting pot. It all comes together, beloveds, all of it. So you are like that person, that bird. You are flying, you are teaching, you are suffering the bows and arrows of other people, but you are standing firm knowing that this life is not for taking the scraps from the trawler men, from the fishing boats, but you're here to be of excellence to yourself and to other people. And then you will help those who will go to the edge of the cliff. And you will help them, you will show them that their thoughts can either kill them or make them fly. What do you do, beloveds? You hopefully help them to fly. It is wonderful, we think, that we can use different teachers upon your earth plane to bring a message that all people should have the ability to understand. Sometimes we sit back and we flash him inspiration which he received during the day. In the dream form last night, he had a dream and he brought this into his waking consciousness, that how can people inspire other people when they're in different classrooms? How can we put different classrooms into one classroom? And it's having the ability to speak to each classroom in the way that they can understand it. And in time, all the classrooms merge into one. Once again, we talk about the melting pot. You put all people, all consciousness into this melting pot, and you stir it in with love, affection, and knowledge. So you're helping people. You're bringing them to the boil. And as they come to the boil, you can give them more knowledge. You can season them with love and understanding. They are ready. You are ready. Beloveds, you've always been ready. But some of you doubt how divine you are. And once again, we tiptoe into your mind to give you the words, you are powerful. How many times have you forgotten it? In fact, beloveds, how many times have you realized it, remembered it? And that is better. Let us speak in a positive way here. You know you are what you may call awesome. We ask you to step out from the burning bush and let your light be seen. Let your heat, your warmth be felt by other people in how you communicate, how you talk, how you act with them. You can be the fool. You can be the court jester. It makes no difference. You are being true to yourself. Some people have to play the fool. But in the fool, in the heart of that fool, there is a beating. There is a symbolic understanding of, if somebody gives laughter to people, they're doing a service. So we open our hearts to you. We open our laughter, our knowledge, our understanding at this present time. If you care to ring in to this show and speak to us, we are here. No doubt you can tell this by now. We leave it to you. Namaste. For we are, as always, the Council of 12.